Hello cats and kittens, welcome to my channel. My name is Alanna Carter and I am the recovering Hunbot. I'm a former Beachbody Hun and I create anti-MLM videos, so if you enjoy anti-MLM content, then you might want to consider subscribing. Today's video is Lindsay's unique story. I will share with you her experience and also a few recent unique Hun posts. So if that sounds good to you, then make sure you get comfy, grab a snack, and let's check this out together. I have Lindsay's story right in front of me, so I will be reading it to you. So I'll be looking down and looking back up at you too, because guess what? I can't keep all this stuff in my noggin. That's just the truth of it. Now, in case you've wondered where I got cats and kittens from, that's something I used to say to my students when I was a teacher, when I wanted them to do something. And I have carried it over into other situations, and I just figured I'd call you guys cats and kittens too. It's a term of endearment, so there you have it. Anyway, we're going to get to this now. I've got to put on my glasses, otherwise I might have issues reading it, and we don't want that, right? Lindsay holds 2 master's degrees, one in applied behavior science and the other in elementary education. Currently, Lindsay is a 4th grade teacher. She is married and has 2 sons who are 11 and 8. Lindsay bought Younique products to support a friend, and then she started posting about them on Facebook. The 2 women thought it would be fun to both be doing the same business, so Lindsay signed up for Younique. After all, you can always use more money, right? Lindsay joined Younique in February of 2016 when she was 33. It cost her $99 to join, and she received her presenter's kit. In the kit, it consisted of what she calls an ugly purple bag, a few makeup brushes, and then a lot of samples that she couldn't do anything with. She stayed in Younique for a year and a half. Her friend's upline, the person who signed her friend up, because the upline is the person that signed you up, so I guess it's the upline, I don't know how to say that, but basically the person above who signed Lindsay up, led Lindsay to believe that joining Younique was a viable alternative to traditional employment. Lindsay was told that it was possible to enjoy financial freedom and retire if she just put in a few years of effort selling Younique. Unlike most people who join MLMs, Lindsay felt satisfied with life in general. She says life was good. Lindsay says she received 0 training after joining Younique. She was added to at least 5 Younique groups. All were various upline groups. So I'm guessing that it was her upline and her upline's upline and kind of, up the ladder, so to speak. That's my interpretation of that. Being added to that many groups at once was very overwhelming to Lindsay, and it typically is for anyone who joins MLM when you get put in all these stinking groups. It is just information overload, which is not a good learning experience. Just put in that caveat. Lindsay says before deducting her monthly expenses, she made about $500. Now, I'm not sure if this was each and every month or not. She did not specify that, but we can maybe presume she did that most months. I don't know. Each month, she was encouraged to purchase what's called kudos. Kudos in the Younique world are basically makeup bundles, so they change each month. So every month, there's a new one that you can then offer to your people. And since it's always different, that is, hence she was encouraged to always buy the kudos. Her expenses were around $100 per month, so I'm guessing that's what she typically spent on the kudos, which would mean that she was then making $400 a month. Lindsay marketed her products and the opportunity through Facebook. She was required to post 6 times each day. Her social media daily activity include 1 picture of you, 1 post about you, 1 of you wearing makeup, 1 funny thing, 1 relatable thing, and 1 picture of the product, plus she needed to comment on at least 1 person's page. So I'm presuming on someone's profile or something like that. Now, I don't know in terms of the Younique world if you're supposed to go around and engage with people in, on social media. That's what you did with Beachbody. So not exactly sure. So if you are in Younique, maybe you can let me know how that aspect works, because inquiring minds want to know. Lindsay was told by her friend's upline that she would be raking in the money and to never ever give up. The reason you never give up, she was told, is because the next person you recruit could be your ace in the hole. and take you to where you want to go. Once you have someone on your team crushing it by recruiting and making sales, you then reap the financial rewards. Lindsay spent more than 40 hours per week trying to get her business to flourish. Unlike most of the former Huns who I have interviewed, she did manage to get 8 people to sign up underneath her. So congratulations, you were able to recruit people. I wonder if they were able to recruit people. I'm guessing probably not. Typically, it doesn't happen the same for the people that you sign up with. That is what I have noticed. Once Lindsay realized how much better other makeup was and that the cost of this other makeup was also better, she just couldn't back the Younique product. This realization is what caused her to sever her relationship with Younique. Like others, Lindsay was led to believe that Younique is not a pyramid scheme because they have real products. Also, the fact that Younique has 2 charitable organizations led Lindsay to think that the company was on the up and up. The main reason Lindsay joined Younique was the promise of additional income. According to Lindsay, in a year and a half, she went $3,000 into debt trying to keep up with the various products and to try something new to earn extra money. While this wasn't mandatory to, get all those, kudos each month, it was a monthly expense. It was also highly encouraged to buy the new products so that, Younique presenters can showcase them, and then also to buy extra products to use as giveaways. Most who join an MLM, including Lindsay, have little or no knowledge of the various coordinated devious psychological persuasion tactics used to shut down critical thinking. These techniques are used to exploit people who join and prevent them from complaining and questioning. The overall design is for the individual to take full responsibility of their failure rather than examine how they are being manipulated and coerced. This starts with the recruitment effort to join MLM because you get indoctrinated into believing that the MLM is the answer to solve whatever problem is that you have. Furthermore, you are manipulated financially, just as Lindsay was, with the pressure to buy more product. The overall goal is for you to recruit more sellers, and for those sellers to buy products, and in turn recruit more sellers, which is a form of self-consumption. When questioned, MLM adherents turn to ad hominem arguments, launching into personal attacks rather than being able to defend the business structure. Mathematically, the structure of multi-level marketing is impossible to sustain, and after an MLM reaches a certain point in their recruitment, the tactics rely more on the idea that you can work just a few hours and make good money. They dangle the idea of more time and more money as a reward for your continued effort. After all, you only lose if you quit, and that's exactly what Lindsay was told. Huns defend the business structure with it's not a pyramid scheme because those are illegal. And since those are illegal, this business must be legitimate because this business is an operation. The only difference is a pyramid scheme has no product, and a legal pyramid scheme, multi-level marketing, is that there's the pretense of a real product. However, the products have inflated prices, and you also pay upward when you purchase these products. And they're also not highly sought after by consumers. I mean, when was the last time you heard people just raving about Younique on the street corner, right? Think about that. Rather, those who are in the MLM tend to consume the product. That's the whole self-consumption thing I was talking about. And they are the ones who talk about how amazing the products are, not the people that just passing by on the street. Outside of the MLM, there is very little, if any, interest. Transitioning now to a few posts that were on r/Younique MUA. Okay, here's an exchange between Younique Corporate and it looks like someone who is, anti-MLM. And they're asking about the whole cruelty-free type thing. And they're asking whether or not they are Leaping Bunny certified, which they're not. And Younique just comes back with that they don't test their products on animals, and they are believing that their manufacturers don't either. However, they do sell in China, and China tests on animals. Hence, they can't get a Leaping Bunny certification. Apparently, this is a new palette that has come out. OMG. Yes, yes, yes. Who loves the look of this? Our other palettes are in the comments. And you can see this is called Addiction. And then all the colors are swatched. There's no way this is not photoshopped on, because no swatching is ever that perfect. You guys know that, right? And then there are 2 looks that you can do with this palette below. However, the presenter is not showing her face with the looks. I mean, I think a better way would be to do one eye in one of the looks and the other eye in the other look, and kind of have your eye up, a picture of your eye and a picture of what you're told how to put them together. Does that make sense? Are you following what I'm saying? This to me is incredibly salesy, because you're just taking corporate crap and just slapping it out there with a few words. I don't find this terribly inviting. And of course, it just makes me want to run. How about you? If you saw this, would you want to go check out what the other palettes look like? Let me know below in the comments. When I was little, I used to love crayons and coloring books. Who am I kidding? I still love them. But now the elves have turned the reindeer into unicorns, and I got unicorn poop for Christmas, coloring my face all year. Where are my unicorns at? Available while supplies last. Get on my pre-order list now. Hashtag reindeer, hashtag unicorns, hashtag unicorn poop, hashtag unicorns are real, hashtag crayons, hashtag color me pretty, hashtag wildlife, hashtag unique, hashtag Melanie done it again, hashtag putting me some color in your life. All right. So just saying, when I see this, because I don't know how much it costs, I'm going to say it's probably at least 40 bucks, because that's what the mascara is, if not more. And there's what? Seven colors in this palette. I personally would rather get the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson Conspiracy palette, even though I know it's sold out. I'd rather get that than spend my money on Younique. 1, because I know the quality is going to be a lot better. 2, you get a lot more for your money. You get a bazillion different, colors in the palette. For 7 measly colors of whatever they're charging, I'm quite confident it's not worth that. Tomorrow when Addiction palette sells out, I want the new rainbow palette. Too late, all gone. Oh, I love this meme, but oh, really, please just do not push this type of palette. It's not unique. Pun intended. Back to conspiracy palette. Have you not seen the bazillion, reviews of other palettes by the, beauty community on YouTube? I mean, and they're not MLM. So you can get something like this by far better quality by not purchasing Younique. Just saying. Okay, this totally cracks me up. 30 minutes before I can get my hands on blue and maroon Epic mascara, and of course black waterproof and brown Epic too. Let me know if you want some Epic lashes. And then you see there's over 1,600 people in line to be able to make this purchase. Now, we all know, you know this, right? Don't be surprised. Everyone in line is a Younique Hun. It's not like the world is on fire for Younique mascara. Let's just put that out there. You know that, right? Let me know that you know that in the comments. Huns live and breathe their MLM. I know I did with Beachbody. You quickly pick up the message that should anyone in your network just really basically come in your sights, or anyone that you meet, that is someone that could possibly join your team, and you need to pitch to them. That's how MLM works. Plus, you're told the fortune is in the follow-up. So that's why these Huns keep coming back again and again and again, because they're told to never give up, to keep on following up forever. When you go to meetings or conventions as an employee, typically the company pays for you to attend. Not so when it comes to MLM. You pay for the opportunity to receive the training, to be there in the presence of these people who are making it. I am so very glad that Lindsay got out, and my hope for her is that she will just never join another MLM. That's my hope for anyone who gets out of whatever MLM So just don't do it again. I mean, learn from the first time. Don't become a repeat offender. Really, honestly, it doesn't matter how smart you are. She has 2 master's degrees. I have 2 master's degrees. That didn't matter. What matters is where you are in life and what you're looking for. Because those who are sophisticated and good at recruiting, they'll key in on that. And they'll know what to say to pique your interest and use language that's appealing to you. It's all about how they're able to market the opportunity. And we all know that, advertising and marketing, there's a lot of psychological manipulation going on within that. And then you add on top of it the fact that it's MLM with all the manipulation it does. It's just a formula for people to just raise their hand and say, yes, I will join. Even though you could be the smartest person on this planet, it doesn't matter. You still can be susceptible to joining MLM and think that, oh, that would never be possible for me. I never thought I would join a cult. And yes, I view Beachbody as a cult. And yet I did it. The indoctrination that you undergo occurs over time. And, like Lindsay talks about how she was put into 5 different Facebook groups. Just think about this. She goes into those groups, or anybody who's a Hun joins, and they're put into all these groups. That's where all that language, starts being used. And it doesn't happen to you just all at once. It is a gradual type thing that you start taking on the belief system of the MLM and perpetuating that myth yourself because you believe it. You so very much believe it that you use the same language and you just become part of the problem. That's the bottom line, is you become the problem as well. I wanted to let you know that I did create a Patreon, and if you choose to support me there, it's basically a monthly donation. You can do so. There is a link to it in the video description. I also have a Facebook group called Hunbot Recovery, which is basically a soft space for former Huns to land because, honestly, I feel like we need the support. We need to be around people who've been through something similar, and because there's safety in numbers, and there's safety when other people have been through the same kind of jank that you have. So if you are interested in that and you're a former Hun, make sure you answer the 3 questions and I will let you in. I really want you guys to realize that there's a lot of slicksters out there, and they know the words to use, hence that whole marketing angle that I've mentioned. And so you, as a consumer, I really feel like you need to arm yourself with knowledge and just don't take anyone's word for whatever you are being pitched. If you enjoy anti-MLM content, I hope you'll consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, and give this a thumbs up, this video, because it really helps my stuff get out there more when you do those things. I appreciate the time that you spend with me, and remember, it is up to us. If we want there to be a change, it's up to us to speak out. It's up to us to share our stories and get the word out. Don't just go crawling away into the corner out of shame and embarrassment. I feel ashamed. I'm embarrassed too, but I know that speaking out is vital because MLMs are just counting on the fact that people aren't going to do so. That's exactly why it's important for you to speak out. So I'm going to encourage you to share your story. I also have a Google form. You can use that. Share your story with me, and eventually it will end up here on my channel. And if you know anyone who has a story to share, encourage them to do so as well. I also want to encourage you to file a report with the FTC and the SEC and your state authorities. There's a link in the description to help you with that. I also made a video that walks you through how to file with the FTC, so you can refer to that, because I really believe the more we speak out, the more reports that we file and claims that we make, we'll start to get the message across, that there's something rotten in Denmark and we're not going to stand for it. And remember, change starts now.